mics are on now. I can see me. And then it faded out.
Yeah. And then we should be coming back up.
Hello.
I don't hear music anymore.
All right, good.
So to explain,
Kind of.
no real explanation. There was phantom audio coming through on the stream. The pre-show music that you guys are hearing was not playing on the computer, but it was playing on the stream. So I have proceed.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll figure. There's a promo made, but can you pin it? All right. So all right, there's chat for you. And maybe you want to leave that stream running just so you can get a sense of how we're framing up here to make sure that this. Do you think this is a good slant for this, or should I turn it further?
Oh, I'm actually going to move the camera down here.
Oh, that's even better. Great. Awesome. Yeah, that's right. Cameras, you can move them. So, okay, we're in the back of this thing. For the longest time, we couldn't find the keys. And it turns out, so like we had to ask facilities, like, hey, do you have the keys to this thing? And they're like, we do not. We asked Dan Mahoric, who was long since left for Twitch. I asked him months ago where the keys were, and he said, facilities definitely has them. And no, they have, I think they might have some of the other ones, but anyway. And then we're standing here staring at it, thinking like, well, we're just gonna have to drill out these locks. And I thought, well, wait a minute. When I put keys to arcade machines places, I put them in the coin slot, the coin return, and I reached in there and the key was in there. The weird thing being that I actually probably put that key there like 15 years ago, which is really fucking weird. It's like a weird Resident Evil game type of thing, the Zap system in process. So anyway, we got it in the machine, we got the back off, and there's a cage around the board. So we had to get a socket set from facilities, and now we can get at the board. And if it's a heat issue, then I might just be able to take some compressed air and blow out these fans and make sure that they're working, and we'll give that a go. Maybe a heat sink fell off, or something like that. So we'll try a couple of things with this board, but if not, friend of the site, Steve Lynn, actually gave me a Sports Station board like 2 years ago that I'll just try hooking that up. None of this should be too hard, because if it gets much harder than that, I think we're all kind of out of our depth. So. I think I should unplug it. I mean, probably.
Just start sticking that screwdriver wherever you think it'll fit.
By the TV.
Yes. That's how you discharge it.
Yeah. All right. I have unplugged the machine. Safety first.
Take that space.
Yeah, just like the space to work, but the space to sort of like be myself.
Sorry.
Hi.
Hi.
Also, it's important to note that this is like a super main thoroughfare. Like this is the walkway into our floor and stuff. It's on them if they want to walk through. I don't mind. I think that's the whole cage.
No, go for it. Okay. We actually want people to come.
monitor there for a second. I was like, oh right, I don't know what any of the capacitors look like. Those things take hours to discharge.
Your hair starts standing on it?
No, but I feel like it's unscrewed, but just stuck on there. Like there are these screws here, but like that doesn't. No, it goes flush down here. So, oh, you know what? There are some down here on the bottom, but I feel like I should still be able to loosen the top with where it's at. And these ones on the bottom don't really go through to anything, so I don't think that would actually be, yeah.
Crowbar?
Crowbar. Okay. Probably work. I'm gonna be careful to not put metal near this stuff though, because that is actually dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah. All of this is slightly sharp too, so like every edge on the cage is just like slightly a fucking pain in the ass to touch.
Alright, so I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Okay.
Don't die until I come back.
Okay, all right. I won't. Yeah. Trying to get a feel for what's on the bottom. I'm gonna use my phone and take a picture of the underside of it. Hopefully don't drop my phone in here. That's not a helpful photo. I need the one with the side with the flash, I guess. Okay. Flash on. Go under here. Huh. That just looks like a blob of solder or a weld. Shit. So then, let's take a look at the other board I have here. I assume is just going to be, yeah. So that's what the bottom is probably going to look like. Are there some screws in the bottom of that thing? It doesn't look like it. It might just be like a. I mean, on some level, I don't care if I bend the shit out of this cage, because probably just not going to put it back on in the first place. Unless there's some huge interference problem or something, but... I mean, alternately, it looks like the metal board is mounted to this wood board, and maybe you could lift that whole piece out. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try unscrewing these bolts from the wood and maybe bring the whole piece out. Of course, it's a different size. Or not at all a oh yeah, those are round. I don't even shit, man. I mean, maybe one size bigger, but not seeing a lot to grip onto there. Nope. Like I can turn these ones, or this one that's already loose can spin if I can get all the way on it, but the rest of these are in too tight to probably get. Which could pose a real problem for our endeavor here.
You know, we could just turn the camera over to Street Fighter and play that.
This is a more noble process than any of that stuff.
Do you need me to ground you or anything? Like,
No,
hold on to you?
probably not. It's-
Slam some metal? Bring Brad over and make a big chain?
yeah, we'll form a big old daisy chain. No, as long as I'm not like up in here in this stuff, it should be fine.
Should be good?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're unplugged. I'm touching metal. The problem is that this other stuff in here just won't. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, all right. This seems like it'll eventually work. We'll still have to contend with like where this goes because it's not going to move very far with that cable hooked up. But
Also, I think there's some cables underneath here that are hooked up to the bottom.
okay.
Yeah. I see a loose screw. Did you lose a screw?
I did not. But my guess is that people have been in here before.
Trying to find the keys.
Yeah. Look at that big old capacitor.
Oh!
Gonna put my mouth on it. That's how you ground yourself, right?
Yeah. Just lick it a few times, prime it.
All right. But yeah, like my concern is that we need to get the cage off, and I'm not sure how to do that anymore because the more I look at it, or the more I feel around down here and realize that there are no screws down here that seem to go through. Look at this. I can feel under here.
Yeah.
There are things there, but
Yeah, it's not connected.
yeah. But maybe if we can get at them and look at it, it'll make more sense. So I'll take these screws out of the wood. We'll try to get at it.
Do we have Will Smith on the line?
Not this time.
Damn it. Hi. Take a look at the warranty sticker. 120
Uh-huh.
volts, 3
Okay.
amps. Don't remove that sticker, otherwise we void the warranty.
Yeah, this thing was manufactured April 6th, 1999.
Otherwise, whatever else we're doing is okay.
Yeah, this is all fine.
Just leave that sticker alone.
I would have thought that this would have been easier getting this. I
Yeah.
always thought, because my machine at home has this same setup, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just yank this cage off and put this board in mine, and then I'll have Showtime. And now that I'm doing it, like, oh man, this is actually.
You saw this through, right? Oh, your knee?
No, I didn't. But I can't. I'm having trouble imagining what it would. No, I'll unscrew it here in a sec. Let me get the rest of this one off. If that solves all our problems, that would be pretty sweet. Because that would screw into, that might actually be what we're looking for. Because that would screw into here.
Yep. Fingers crossed. This is your board from home, right?
Yeah. Hey guys, just chat over here so you can
Oh,
keep
sorry.
tabs on.
Are paramedics on standby? No. But HR is somewhere around here. They'll probably come through and take care of us.
I think our specific HR person is on vacation. So.
Oh, okay, good. We timed this right.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
See?
Jason, you're the smartest man in the world.
Thank you. We missed a screw. But we got it now. Yep. Yep. That'll save some time.
Oh yeah, that's. I feel like we just shaved hours off of this. Okay. So,
Go back in. Oh no, we gotta take it out. Okay.
well, I mean, let's see if we can get away light. Then all we, it'd be nice if we could just get some of this dust out. Yeah. Back away. I'm gonna keep doing that. Yeah. Old arcade dust is the best dust. Blitz NBA 2.7. Shit. I thought this was a 3.0.
I don't know, man.
So this board over here is a 3.0. So I was thinking like, oh, maybe the easy way to do it is just replace the hard drive.
Okay.
But if this is actually, if this
Oh,
really
shit.
is a 2.7 machine, then we would also need to replace these.
Oh, gotcha.
Or I'm sorry, this one and these two. So these two here, and I don't have a chip puller.
We have a screwdriver.
Yeah, no, we have a butter knife and a lot of time to unbend pins afterwards. So, all right, we blew it out. Let's see if that actually just does it, because there's a chance that is just going to fix all our problems. And also, it'll give us a chance to see if these fans are actually spinning at all.
Just follow to that chain that they were talking about. Shots and stuff, right? Yeah.
All right, plugging it in. Yeah, see, this says Showtime Gold 3.0 on the boot up, but maybe it is still maybe it's because there are two games. There's Blitz and there's Showtime, and then maybe it's Sports Station 2.7. All right, I'm gonna fire this up and play it for a while. Let's see if it breaks.
I'm gonna go mobile.
Okay, go mobile and come over here.
Lift up the cables.
Welcome to NFL Blitz 2000.
Don't show this part. It's my PIN number, man. All right. I don't want people coming in here and stealing my shit. So we might be able to play like a quarter or so and then have it reset, because that's been how it's been acting. Oops. So I actually like Blitz 99 better than 2000, but it's mostly because that's just the one I've played the most of. They added a lot of plays. This whole first page of offensive plays in 2000 is a bunch of new stuff they came up with that I think a lot of it just sucks. And also they added the ability to call audibles, which you do by double tapping turbo, and it's easy to accidentally activate the audible stuff by mistake, which super sucks. Oh man. See it there, like that's, oh god, no, shit. Like you could block those, but since I accidentally activated the audible stuff, I was not able to get in position to do so. Oh but yeah, this whole first page of plays here is a lot of bullshit. I think I just don't think the plays are any good, and that's probably because I just am not super familiar with them the way I am with the stuff that was in the two previous games. And with any luck, we're done. Like honestly, that would be great. I'm gonna guess it's more than that, but it'd be really awesome if we were just finished. Yeah, all right. I just scored again. See, the hard thing is you want to be holding down turbo before the play starts, and so having turbo also be the button that activates the audible stuff, unacceptable. It's like that. That's oh. What? Hi.
It's not working yet.
Oh, not working yet? Okay.
Locked up in there.
these GoPros, man, they're just not dependable. They just like shut off like after a certain amount of time, or
I think so. Even though I've got juice going to it.
yeah. Delgado? Yeah, figures. Aha! 8 seconds. You know, let's just see if we can do it. Oh wow, I kick field goals so infrequently I didn't realize that they actually changed the way they work in 2000 by adding like wind and stuff. Like that's kind of crazy. Yeah. This is the most I've played up to a half before and then had it crash in the third quarter. I'm feeling all right about this. But also, if it is a heat thing, then as soon as we coop it all back up, like that might be bad. So I think I'd probably like leave the cage off of it. Yeah, figures. Get on fire, get cocky, get intercepted. That's... No, what? Oh, wow, they just... That is also something that does not happen in 99. That fast snap, like you almost always have time to get into position to block that shit. That's neat. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Computer keeps it close. You can enter all the tournament mode codes you want, but the rubber band AI is what it is. No, god damn. Oh. Ah, oh man. Computer. Those plays, these 3 plays are here on page 3, all have the quarterback go out for a pass after you dump it off, and usually there's no one in the middle of the field unless another player is like accounting for that to happen. So you get a lot of opportunities to just handle it, or just like throw it out there. But since the quarterback making the reception, the quarterback's not always great, so I think you end up getting a few more fumbles that way. All right, well, I played through a full game. It is only the second time that has happened on this machine. and that's pretty cool. I gotta answer this trivia. Does anyone know the answer to this trivia? It's Ricky Waters, right? It's always Ricky Waters. No? It's always... No. Alright, well... Huh. I'm a little hesitant to put it all back together. So let's load up Showtime and try playing a quarter of that now.
It's gonna be fun. Everything's gonna be fun.
And can you check it? Are all three of the fans spinning down there? The bottom one I didn't get a good read on. I looked at the other two. It looked like they were going, but the one at the very bottom.
Bottom no.
Bottom one's not spinning? Ah. That wasn't my record, apparently, so... I don't remember how to play this game much at all.
Bottom right is not.
Not spinning. Okay, well there's your problem. We got a fan out.
It's just an exhaust.
Oh, it's exhaust? Well... Alright, well if we leave this cage off and leave the back open, it'll be fine. State-of-the-art graphics. The Midway Vegas system. It's kind of worth it to goaltend in the early parts of the game because you can goaltend to stop, and that doesn't stop you from being on fire. So it might be worth it for you to get a couple of fouls and stuff just to get on fire. I think I usually will play Orlando in this game now that I think about it. Go up, man. Oh. Oh, that's the wrong button. Maybe we just need to clean the dust out of this thing. And maybe now we're good. Maybe I'll go into test mode.
Thumbs up with the video.
Video not, is it specifically from this camera, or is it everything?
Going back to the
Okay.
It's fine over here.
Oh, Jesus.
Is audio still going out?
Yeah.
Okay, well, all right, I'm gonna go into test mode here and try to run, some tests. But so far, I'm feeling pretty good. Okay, boot ROM version 2.7. So, gosh, maybe I should put this other board in here because it's 3.0. I thought maybe it would be like a disk problem. So I was like, well, maybe we need to do a file system check.
Somebody flipped a switch on the mixer.
Somebody flipped a mixer switch.
Whoever the hell did that, knock it off. Get the hell out of my control room.
Someone's hacking it remotely. They've got an iPad too.
Seriously.
So yeah, you can actually do like surface scan of the hard drive and stuff. I mean, it takes time, but all right. So here's the question now. What time is it? Well, first of all,
About 2:30.
we could theoretically put that other board in here, and it would be 3.0 instead of 2.7.
What are our benefits?
Probably some bug fixes, but also
That Street Fighter on?
probably updated rosters. It's got NFL Blitz, NBA Showtime, and Mappy. Weirdly enough, they threw Mappy
What?
in there. Yeah, no.
Why not?
Yeah,
Why not? Well, I think Mappy sold me.
yeah. To do that right, we would just have to unscrew the board from that piece of wood
Right?
and screw the new one on and hook it up, right?
That seems super easy.
So what if we just, okay, because it's like a couple of cables, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we should just hook this up outside of it and see if it works.
Not a bad idea.
And then if we like that, then maybe we install it for realsies.
Okay. Yeah.
All right then. Stop this surface scan. Unplug the machine again. And let's see what we're working with here. So it looks like it's just going to be these connectors and the edge connector. So we're really just going to hook things up to, this is probably joystick stuff down here. And then the edge connector is like a, JAMA, just kind of regular thing. This is easy. This is super easy. So we're totally going to do this. All right. Light. I mean, ideally, if we just had a chip puller, it would be way faster just to upgrade this machine from 2.7 to 3 by pulling these two chips and the hard drive. But look, that's crazy talk. Yeah, we're live. Come on through. Yeah. Okay. All right, so yeah, this is great. I feel really confident about this. This seems like it'll be pretty easy to do, as long as these cables have enough length on them to get down here without me holding the board in a weird place or something like that. So I'm gonna try and move one at a time so I don't get confused. One of the hard things about working on this stuff is being colorblind. I can't necessarily go like, oh, the orange one is this one. Like, I can't trust my stupid eyes. And I also have to try to remove these without actually accidentally busting any of these wires out of the connector, which can happen. Okay, that's our bottom one. This is our middle one. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, some of those just got bent, but it'll be okay. Yeah, that That'll go back on there fine. You just gotta guide it on there, accounting for the bend. And then also this one. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, so this is actually, all right, you're gonna need a screwdriver for this last part. Okay, make sure I don't lose which one of these is which. Also. Okay, I'm pretty sure we went like that. Well, if we're wrong, then the controller will be backwards and we hook them up, and that's fine. Whatever. Okay. All right. That stuff's not going to move where we need it to move until I get this one undone. So where's this? Is there a screwdriver in here? I don't think there is. There is not. Jason, you over there? Do you have a... Oh. I need a Phillips head screwdriver. If you... the little set that you have somewhere. Just trying to straighten these pins out a little bit. Damn it, that sucks. Oh, I'm the worst.
What's that?
Perfect. Okay, so there are a couple of like wire ties almost on this. Weirdly enough, these are also screwed onto the stands, so I'm gonna just remove it and then screw these screws back in so the board is still on the metal here. How good of a shot of the boards do you have? I don't know if you can show these pins I slightly bent or not.
What'd you do?
When I was removing these connectors, a few of the pins on the board here just bent slightly. You just have to put it back on the right way when you're putting it back on. It's not a huge deal. Of course, you don't want to bend them at all because eventually they just do break, and then you're like, I'm the idiot who broke an arcade machine. Dumbass. It's a lot easier with stuff like this where it wasn't working already, and you just kind of go, whatever. All right. Okay. And then we just take this off, and then that should be all of the board connections. But there's not a lot of slack on this, so... Well, actually, this is easy enough to No, I'm wrong. That's on from some. Wait, what? All right, that's not coming off.
It's not.
I mean, unless I cut this plastic ring here, which we could do.
Shit.
Oh, you know what? This thing just curves. This thing's not meant to come off. You are supposed to kind of bend it and pull this stuff out. So let's just do that. And well, we still don't quite have the height we want, so we'll just make do this way. These connectors are a little dirty. It's probably okay. These connectors are keyed, so it's pretty easy to just go like this. And then we've got our 3 connectors on the board here. That one goes there. Are these differently keyed? That would be really helpful. They're not. I'm pretty sure that they went this one and then the other one. I'm pretty sure these are controller inputs, so we'll be able to use the in-game diagnostics to tell if we've hooked these up backwards after the fact. So, okay, let's. Oh, this one is bent. Oh boy! All right, there we go. Okay, let's be careful here. Sometimes it can be very easy to stuff these connectors onto bent pins and not line it up properly, and then you make arcade sticks, you're dealing with stuff not entirely unlike this for that stuff, right?
A little bit, yeah. Used to be more just soldering than anything.
See, I'm terrible. I can't solder. I'm not.
It's a skill that I had to pick up and learn, and I learned with some of the worst stuff, like old PS1 pads that had like the black stuff on the solder points.
Yeah.
And I would have to scratch that stuff off, and then it would either pull up the actual points or just completely die.
Right.
So I had to learn to get real good with very minimal points. But I still got the first one I ever made. Still works.
Nice. All right, I think we're good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plug it back in,
Okay.
and we'll see what happens. All right. Also, it's a little rickety back there, so I probably shouldn't rock the machine because this board will fall out.
Rock the boat, baby.
All right, we got lights on the board. Ew.
What? Oh. This
Okay.
all seems fine.
Yeah, this is probably normal. All right, so this looks like it's just video, so I'm gonna guess that our connection, our JAMA connector, our edge connector is not, there's something, it's dirty, or we're getting something like that, so. You're dirty. I'm the dirtiest.
There we go.
I have paper towel. I can do that. All right, nice. All right, so I'm going to take this edge connector off and just wipe it down. I just kicked over all the bits for our screwdriver, which is how you know that this is a proper endeavor, because You got to lose one of those every time you do anything.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Yep.
Ideally, you'd have some rubbing alcohol or something to really clean these, but I left that all at home. So that's the stuff that I always have in here to clean cartridges and whatnot. Yeah, it's dirty. The worry with doing this is that you're kind of rubbing it and building up static, which is probably not a good thing, but Right. All right, let's give it another go. That's all I got.
I'm glad we didn't commit though.
Jeff, it's still on.
Yeah, I know. Let's give the chips a little tap.
What's this? Oh, awesome. Thank you.
They were hurt, so coming in.
Look at that. We have to put some alcohol pads.
Oh, excellent. Thank you. All right. Okay, so we have.
Did you unplug?
I did not unplug. I turned it off. Do you want? Can you just to be double safe?
Yep.
We're probably okay here. But.
This guy?
Yeah. Okay, so some alcohol prep pads out of the first aid kit. Very, very handy save here from David, the security here. Filthy. All right. Well, I mean, did that. Started wondering if it could be interference from it being out of the stuff, but it's probably not it. Maybe if I go like this, no, it's not long enough for me to actually hang it. So. Lean it on that. Blow it dry. And slide this back on here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on the board that would be something I would know how to fix, but got a little VGA. Let's see. Just look at the other board here. Let's see what we do. Yeah, that goes around there. There. Just what it does here. These connections weirdest thing. It's just like, check out this VGA cable that just goes out and right back in.
Yeah, I was looking at that before. I'm like, I could probably tap into that.
Yeah.
Direct feed.
Give it a little extra dusting. And then give it a go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe we don't need Mappy that.
Yeah, maybe we'll be okay without Mappy on the board. Shit.
I really wanted Mappy, but
That's disappointing, but
we reached too far.
Yeah, so for $80 you can buy an upgrade kit that is the two 3.0 chips and a compact flash card that replaces the hard drive.
Rad.
And actually improves the loading speed and makes it, kind of more solid state.
Should we just keep this guy open and get one of those?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking is next. Is we buy a chip puller and we upgrade the board that's in here to 3.0. Cool. And put that CF card in here and see what that's like.
I'm down.
All right. Yeah, because this is obviously very close to working.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know what that is. Is it because it's a 3.0? Is it outputting a difference? Shit.
No, because it's the
Yeah.
same board. You just swap two chips in the hard drive. So it could be. Huh. It could be the dip switches on it are set looking for a different monitor because there are
Yep.
switches on the board that tell you if you have a medium res monitor or not. And this might be set to not accept a medium res monitor, but this is a medium res monitor. So I'm going to compare the dip switches between the two boards.
Do they have physical dip switches?
Yeah.
Or that's not something you can access.
From the menu itself, it'll tell you what position the dip switches are set to, but you still need to go in and flip them.
Oh, go ahead.
So the first full bank is all the way off, and then the second bank it looks like 2 and 7 are on. Whereas here we've got 1, 2, and 8. Oh yeah, these are vastly different. So
Okay.
take a picture. Yeah. There. Nope, need flash. Gotta have flash there. Come on. Okay. So, now we will take our picture of the... Boy, this is actually hard to see.
I'll be back in 2.
Okay. Yeah, the flash then took away all the detail from the image, so now I can no longer tell which ones are flipped in which direction. Let's look at the other darker photo. There we go. Way easier. Okay, so the phone was right to not want to use the flash. Okay, so let's just set these the way that the other one was set, and that is to and that's going to be on 1 and 2, and then 8. And then on the second bank, it is on, off, off, on, off, on, off. So that's on for 1, off for 2, off for 3, on for 4. Okay. And then off, on, off. Off, on, off. This has to be it. This must be it. Where'd my laptop go? Take a look at chat here while we're waiting for Jason to get back. Okay. So, if this isn't it, we're done. Because if this isn't it, I don't know what's left to do. So we'll see. Oh, this battery is low, so I've got 6% here, so I'm not gonna be able to even hang out and chat much longer. I'm excited. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good about remembering that fucking dumb bit of information. Families, birthdays, I don't know, but that I can kind of pick up on. All right, I got the dip switches ready. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Fuck yeah. All right.
You can go through, it's fine.
Boot ROM version 2.7. So maybe. 2409. This might be older than the other one.
Wow.
Like not version wise, like
Yeah.
they're the same, but 2 1 3 4 3 4 2 1. Okay, so we hooked it all up properly.
That's fine.
Now it's just a matter of, is this actually a newer board? I don't know. 361. You know what? I took a picture of one of the boot up screens in the old board last week. See if I can find it. Okay, so that date of manufacture on that other one is March 4th, 2009. This is February 4th, 2009.
Wow.
But that number might not change depending on like the whatever chips are in it.
Right.
I'm kind of confused, honestly.
Left, center, right.
Oh yeah. Kind of want to crank it.
I mean, I can crank it from here, actually.
That might be.
Too loud for who?
Yeah.
attract volume. You don't want it making noise when no one's playing it. I mean, it's already a pain in the ass when people are over here slapping on these buttons while we're trying to work.
Then those fuckers that just start filming right in the
I know,
middle.
right? Who would fucking... This is a place of business. Blitz 2K 1.6. I think we got to hook the other one back up because
Yeah.
I really want to see what... Oh, also...
Yeah, that's good though.
Also not set to free play.
You have the door open though.
Yeah. Oh, I should have just credited it up,
Yeah.
but I'll set it to free play.
5 seconds to diag entry.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't there like some hidden stuff in the MK3 machines?
Like additional boards sitting in there?
No. Like Boone put in some like
Oh,
shit
that
in the menus.
I think it's in all three of them.
Yeah.
I know it's in 1 and 2, but this thing is set way too quiet now. Or what? Yeah,
It's not changing
I'm
anything.
turning the volume up and down,
no.
but well, that's strange. All right, let's go back to the other board
Let's put it back.
and see. Okay, diagnosis 532729. I remember there being 2729 before. And it's Blitz 1.6 and Showtime 3.0 are the versions that are on here. I think the same thing's on the other ones. But let's all right. It'll be way easier to close this thing back up if that other board we just go with the one that's already mounted in there instead of mounting this one in there.
Yep.
That's my feeling on it. Of course, the problem here is that now we're swapping these pins around again, giving me one more opportunity to break everything. These things are stiff, but like you don't want to put your full power into it because then you're just going to destroy everything. There's got to be a better way to do this that I just never picked up on.
I always wanted to manage like arcade,
Yeah,
just so I can get free play stuff,
yeah. For a while there was
and then learn how to fix this shit whenever necessary.
a friend of mine went and worked at a QZAR for a while,
Yeah.
and they had a Tekken machine and some other stuff, and I thought for a while there was when I was like between jobs, I was like, man, that might be cool. Like maybe
Yeah.
I'll just go work there and manage arcade stuff.
They don't pay for
No, no, it definitely does not. And then also like they didn't want anything to do with me. Okay, on top of that, so.
But at the movie theater I managed, we had a NBC machine that we set to free play.
Nice.
Only after hours, but
Yeah, all the machines in the movie theater I worked at and then kind of hung out at years afterwards, they had machines in there, but they didn't own them. It was the local arcade that I grew up going to also ran locations. So they owned those machines, and they would come in and take all the money out and do all that stuff.
yeah, we were renting it.
Yeah.
But what we did, so they had the keys to the front, but we were able to unscrew the
Oh,
control panel.
yeah, nice.
Lift that up, and then we had a stick that we could actually reach down in there.
And just tap okay, yep, nice. All right, so we'll put these cables back into this little jack thing. That goes all the way over to the far side of the board. There's this little separate board over here that I think is want to say this might be just for 49-way sticks
Okay.
or something. I'm not sure.
Get some opticals on that.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody's playing Street Fighter today. I scared them all.
Good. All right, so what is it? These two cross over. This one goes up top. This is the one that had our bent pins. But they look okay to me. We should plug one of these back in so people can watch it boot up. It's crazy because the PS3 XMB shows up for a couple of seconds. Yeah. Like, it's really weird. I unplugged this one. We'll plug it back in when we're done. All right, there's that. All right, should I put this back on the right way or the fast way?
Right way.
Oh.
Noogie.
All right, screw that in there. That's keyed, so it just goes right on like that. Ha-ha! All right, now I got these fucking big ass long screws that went into the wood. I'm gonna put that back in. Do you have the sockets?
Yep.
Careful, it's open. Yeah, the thing broke. I didn't break it. Definitely wasn't me. Five 16ths. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Next up, we need to fix this.
Yep.
This loose joystick. Because yeah, I mean, we even have the key to it right there. So we should. Actually, you know what? I don't know, man. I think Bloodline Rebellion. I would rather play that than Tag 2.
I don't know about that.
Unless there's a dip switch somewhere in tag 2 that turns off tag.
Yep.
And
No,
just-
you can play solo for sure.
oh, that's right. You totally can, huh? All right. Well, maybe I'm okay with either then. We're probably gonna both work in. I swear, the number of times I have thought about just fucking coming in here and taking one of these fucking machines home.
Actually, I built something at home. So I bought like a $45 IKEA table that
Yeah.
sits at about that height.
Yeah.
A monitor, put two joysticks in there, and put a computer
Yeah,
underneath
man.
it.
Like
Dude, it
this.
works.
This is 2 4-button setups, and it has like caps you could peel off for 6 buttons.
Yep.
Like you could get. Like this is a very easy machine to turn into a lot of other fucking modern fighting games.
I want to say it's got VGA or DVI out. for,
Yeah,
like,
it's probably
24.
VGA. Yeah, it's yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Come on in. No, you're good.
Like scurrying around and whoa, whoa,
Watch
whoa,
it,
whoa.
watch it, watch it.
I can't. I
Oh.
leaned forward and now
Don't move.
everything's slid. All right.
Okay.
I need to get some light in here.
Any more?
No,
I don't know if I can turn it up.
okay.
Oh, I can turn it up.
No.
Oh, I can turn it up.
Oh yeah. Shit. I just lining up these holes is hard.
You're doing it the right way.
There we go. I am gonna leave this off. I'm gonna leave the cage off.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just to get better airflow and stuff. The battery's super low on that thing, so
Okay.
you don't have a lot of time left.
Somebody mentioned Street Fighter the movie. I want an arcade machine of that.
The arcade version's weird.
It's got Sawada and shit.
What?
Does that one have Sawada or does the
Home version has Sawada.
like
I think they
Saturn
both have. I think they might both have Sawada, but like the juggles and stuff in the arcade game are totally different than the home versions. Like
Yep.
they retooled those home versions to be like just more like regular ass Street Fighter, which is a better game but way less interesting. Except there's like but I think there are way more characters, like hidden characters and stuff in the arcade version. See, right?
That sounds right.
Yeah.
My arcade had it for like a week. We were playing it non-stop, but
Yeah.
I got rid of it. I don't know what the hell happened. So I eventually bought a Saturn copy, but didn't really play that either.
I bought a Saturn copy when I got my Saturn like at or around launch, and there wasn't a lot out to play, and I hadn't seen the arcade version very much since like at that point. So I was like, well, whatever, man. Street Fighter on it says Street Fighter on the box.
I gotta play it.
Honor bound. All right.
Did we know that the machine is still plugged in?
Well, yeah, it's fine. I mean, the number of times I've had to like fuck around with stuff while stuff is plugged in and turned on and stuff, where you're like, I need to adjust the color on the monitor, or like stuff like that.
Sure.
Like this area is pretty safe. It's that area that's bad, but that area stays bad even after you unplug it. So that's the part you need to watch out for if you're doing this at home. Don't do this at home. Or well, whatever. I ain't your dad.
You did hit the plug on top there, right?
I did, yeah.
Then we're fine.
So you were saying this fan down here is not spinning?
That guy in the far right. Yep.
Oh, this one.
Yep. That guy was not spinning. He's got juice. It's
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah, it's hooked up, but maybe it's just seized up. Maybe it's got. I'm gonna dust this, so watch out.
Rain One asked in chat if we're gonna replace that fan. I don't know that we need to. It's just an exhaust fan. It's not cooling at all. It's just meant to suck air out of this cage right here.
Yeah, so if we're gonna leave the cage off of it, then we're probably, and the back, we'll leave the back. We'll just leave it like this. We should be okay. I think if we wanted to put it all back together, then yeah, I would probably take a fan out of this other board and hook it up here. But I think we'll be okay. All right, let's see what version this thing actually does have on it. Something we probably should have done before we took it all apart, but. Now watch, this will never boot again and we've broken everything forever. See, that says 3.0. That's what it said on the other one. But I need to see the exit to the menu for exit to NFL and see what. Five three 2729. 5.3. Yeah, 1.6. So, whatever. Same thing.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, who wants to play?
No, see, so the goal, the goal is to try to make sure that this thing shows Blitz as often as possible.
Sure.
Because I want people to play a lot of it. I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to have it turned on. People go like, oh, what's this all about?
I'm trying to entice people. Maybe turn that volume up in the attract mode.
Yeah. Attract people to play NFL Blitz.
And then you'll just come by casually and ruin their day.
I wonder if this is a bug with the game where if you
The
exit
sound?
to NFL, you don't get sound.
That's weird. What?
I did
okay.
that.
So you're gonna go directly into NFL, not exit to NBA.
We'll exit to NBA.
Okay.
All right.
Sound
Tone.
okay? QA experts.
Yeah.
Jeff Gersman. What?
This is fine. That's okay.
Who do we submit a bug to?
Mark Turmel.
Okay. Uh-oh.
I mean, you want to play? Okay.
I would cover this. Goddamn. Camel cops. The cam is still from like an hour ago. I'm just fucking. Falcons. Do you put anything on typically, or?
Tournament mode usually, and also there's a code for an extra page of plays.
Oh, really?
That is like old plays from the previous game. I don't know what it does in 2000. I know in 99 it brings back like plays from the first Blitz. I assume it does the same thing here. But then there's also a separate menu you can use to just turn on extra plays before you start a game. So.
Barry's your dude?
Oh, jeez.
Barry Sanders?
Yeah, definitely. No, it's more that because one of the creators of the game is from Detroit. Detroit is weird
Secretly
in NBA Jam and in this. Not necessarily the best, but maybe like a little more weird shit might happen. I think it is the actual is actually how it goes. I'm not,
Like their luck status.
yeah, like they might fumble a lot or cause fumbles, or I'm not sure what the exact situation is.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's just getting sloppy.
Yeah. Barry was always the best when he was doing cartwheels.
Yeah.
That's show off. Such a show off.
He's the reason they created the rule against all the grandstanding.
What? This is working out.
Yeah.
So what part exactly was overheating?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if there was no exhaust coming out of there, then maybe everything could have been a GPU, could have been, but like basically it was triggering a reset when it would happen. So
See all those fucking Oreos?
yeah, is that all Oreos?
Christ.
They loading up the vending machine?
They're putting them back in our storage closet.
What?
Dude, there's like juice and stuff in there. I need the keys to that. Oh, there's a Christmas tree too. Huh.
Oh, yeah, that's what I get.
I want those Oreos.
Yeah.
I didn't eat yet.
I went to the liquor store across the street. Bought
They
a,
got good wraps over there.
I bought a sandwich.
Okay.
It was not bad.
There was a sandwich that I used to get over there. And it was like $8.
Mhm.
And I'm like, this seems really expensive, but you know what? For everything else around here, it's
Yeah.
kind of on par. It sucks.
Oh my god. You know what?
Yep, why not?
The AI is way trickier in this game than it
Really?
was in last year's game, or in '99, which is kind of neat because in '99 it was better than the first game, but like still not amazing.
So you just need different ways to trick out the AI.
Yeah, basically. Wow, they snapped those. That's smart. Well, I don't know. There's a problem in the previous game where you can block every single field goal attempt incredibly easily. It's like completely dumb. So in this game, the AI actually snaps off those field goal attempts way faster to prevent you from fucking them over.
Oh, neat. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh my god, is that the fridge?
Yeah, probably. Oh yeah. Wow. Okay. Take 3. Sure.
This time? We made it through halftime. This guy's going strong. You're doing
Yeah,
so good,
I'm feeling
buddy.
pretty good about where we're at. This thing is up and running.
I mean, we should celebrate this somehow, right?
Yeah.
Have a Scrub League tournament. Like the return of Blitz. It's been resurrected.
Yeah.
Come see one of your old
Oh
favorites.
wow. That's nicely tricky. Cool.
Oh. Some bitch. Oh, they're going for it. Lock that shit. It wasn't that good.
Yeah. Huh. All right. Yeah. That's which that Tekken machine? Yeah.
actually looking for a candy cat for me for my birthday. But couldn't find a good enough deal. There was that one for like $500.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's actually really good. Yeah, most of the time they're like $1,100, $1,500. Oh my god.
Yeah, the AI is fucking way better in this game than it was in the last one. That's cool. All right, let's start Showtime.
Okay.
Maybe play a quarter of that, and then maybe just put this thing back in position, and hopefully it'll just work.
That's where it always gets you. It's when you move it back in place.
Right.
CMOS coinage. This stuff kind of worked out.
Yeah.
They're using this camera, and I hooked up a GoPro up there, which is not working. Both of those are going into that laptop over there. They can't see.
Okay.
So the laptop is ingesting an Elgato, which is the camera feed, and then a Magewell, which is like the GoPro, and then the Blue Yeti USB into that, mixing it in XSplit, doing display out, HDMI to SDI back to the control room, and then ingesting again into vMix, and then spitting that out to optical, running it all the way back to the control room or the podcast studio, and spitting out to Digital Rapids, and that's getting streamed.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of stuff just for something stupid like this. You gotta see that one again.
Gotta see that one again. What? Come on. Kobe's the worst.
This guy's barely hanging on.
Oh man, I was gonna be on fire.
Fish head to Brian.
Yep.
I never played past like the first NBA Jam. I attended the like a World Blockbuster Video Game Championship and won at my store level. And I went to state, and the game that we had to play was NBA Jam on the Super Nintendo. And I got destroyed by like this 8-year-old kid, and I fucking hated NBA Jam so much afterwards.
Those home versions were
They were all right.
pretty alright, yeah. Yeah, and this is weird. Like this game, like has fouls in it and stuff.
Oh really?
Like if you
goaltend or
well, if you can goaltend, like that's always been in. But like if I shove somebody that has the ball, you see that foul meter I've got. Like
Oh,
you'll eventually
weird.
send someone to the line.
I didn't notice that.
Like they needed a way to figure out how to keep people from just stop mugging each other constantly.
Yeah.
And that was what they came up with. I don't know. It's all right. I feel pretty good about this thing. I think this thing works. Oh, yeah. The camera's still on the laptop.
Oh shit.
What? Oh, hi. 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 I'm playing one more quarter of this, and then I'm going to deem it working. And then we'll leave it on overnight and see what happens.
Woo!
Ah.
Boom, shakalaka.
Ideally, you're working on getting 3 alley-oops in a row, because then you get team fire, which is nice. It can be hard sometimes to get the AI to play along with your alley-oop game, though. You're gonna just go ahead. Short range jumper. That's what I'm looking for out of Shaq every time. Oh God, his body is all twisted. Well, maybe that's not so bad.
What have you done?
Just the.
Oh man, it is nice and cool back there.
Good. Okay.
Seriously.
Well.
I licked everything
All right. Keep it nice and wet.
for good luck.
You need a nice wet arcade machine. I always say. All right. I'm gonna say that this thing tentatively is working,
Don't jinx it.
and we'll leave it on overnight and see if it is still running in the morning, or if it eventually heats up and dies. But maybe it just needed to be dusted out, and maybe that's it. Do you want to plug in this Tekken machine so you can watch that boot up?
Oh yeah, totally.
Also. All right. Ready?
Just about anything, whatever. Do it.
So I need to put a power button on these things? Because all I did was unplug it.
Oh really?
But maybe there's a. Oh wait, I just plugged in a power strip. That's. Dun, 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 dun.
Look at that. XMB.
Super weird.
This is not a PlayStation. It's just like a PC.
But it is, yeah. I mean,
Right.
well, but it is based on PS3 hardware.
Right.
So.
Whereas that guy down there originally had a PS3 on it.
Yeah, that used to be a PS3 because I think Capcom sent it over to those guys
They
when
did.
Cross came out.
They did. There was. So I don't know if this was ever public or
You
not.
might want to get over here a little closer. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it was ever public or not, but they were gonna try and mass produce those,
What?
and I'm glad they didn't because they're not built for.
I bet not. No, it's just like a crappy little TV in there. Actually, I think that's not the original TV. I think that they had to replace the TV because it blew up.
I could never get the remote working.
Yeah.
I always have to pull out the bezel and point the remote.
Yeah. And so they shipped those out with a PS3 in it with Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Like, hey, check this thing out that we
They were all
made.
like branded. Like this
Yeah.
one probably has GameSpot.
It does, yeah. It's got the GameSpot logo on it and
That's
stuff.
Game Informer.
Right. And then at some point, someone gutted that and put a PS4 in it so they could play Street Fighter 5. And
Oh
then,
no, we've got a PC in there.
really?
Yeah, I've got a laptop.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a PS4. Yeah, and then
one point.
UMVC 3 is on that thing too, I think.
Yeah,
So,
because it just came out on
yeah,
Steam.
right. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Well, I'm going to push this machine back into position, and we'll leave it on overnight, and hopefully it'll work, and then we'll be back in business the way things always should have been, a proper working Blitz machine in this building.
Cool.
So,
I'll watch you push it back in and.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Ouch. All right. Well, I need to level this thing because it's rocks too much. Got to unscrew one of the. That's easy. We'll do that later. Go home.